Thank you all very much. Let me especially thank Dan for the introduction, and a large of you, let me thank him for his election last November. Because not only does Queens have the benefit of his representation on the City Council, but that was an election I can assure you was heard in Washington, at least by one congressman. He was very aware of that election. But Dan does a great job as a councilman. I remember when I testified down there several months ago at the City Council, seeing him, seeing the presidency projects, and the great job that he does. And he won the election last year because he stood up for true neighborhood values, which should be the values of the Republican Party. Let me also commend and thank your chairman, Phil Ragusa. And I must say, you know, I've known Estelle and I've known Phil. It wasn't until I came here tonight that I realized there was something going on between the two of you. So this is really, you know. But seriously, Phil, thank you for the job that you do as Queens leader, and for, again, allowing me to have this award tonight. I want to congratulate my co-honorees, Estelle and Peter, for their job, for what they've done to earn the award. Unlike me, they actually did something. I'm just here, but I want to thank them and congratulate for their job. Let me just say, as someone who was born and raised in Sunnyside, living in Queens, really is in Sunnyside and going to St. Teresa's Grammar School, it just, to me, is a great feeling, personal pride to be here and receive this award from the Queens County Republican Party. It means a great deal to me, and of course, to have the Ronald Reagan Award makes it even much more significant. I'm not going to give a long speech. Let me just say, I look out and I see my old friend, Surf Maltese. Really, I know there's a lot of people here in the room. I've known Surf for so many years, and he's always been a true leader, a true man of principle. And God, if there's anybody we miss in public office today, it's Surf Maltese. And Surf, it's great to see you here. Maragos from this. Well, here he is, Kessler County Controller. Some people say it's the first time Nassau's had a real controller. So anyway, there you go. Dan mentioned it, Phil mentioned it. We are on the verge of an extraordinary election victory across the board. Queens, in the city, in the state, and the nation. The Republican Party is coming back. It's coming back because we are identifying with real people, people in the neighborhoods, people in the communities, people who love their country. We're identifying with people who don't want a president of the United States who feels he has to apologize to the United States. We don't need a president of the United States who turns his back on allies such as Israel and reaches out to end We certainly don't need a president of the United States and an attorney general who have such a distorted view of the world that they really believe that the trial of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed should take place in Lower Manhattan instead of Long Island. You don't need an administration that has an attorney general who wants to try or investigate and go after the CIA interrogators who kept us safe all these years, whose major crime may have been they may have held Khalid Sheikh Mohammed's head underwater. I mean, this is an administration which is so out of touch with, I believe, the real values of Americans. And maybe over the last several years, we didn't always articulate those values the way we should have. Maybe we took things for granted. But I believe that just in the 16 months that Barack Obama has been in office, during the time that Nancy Pelosi has been the Speaker of the House, and Harry Reid has been the majority leader, the American people now see the real difference between our parties. They know that we are in a war with Islamic terrorism. We are in a war with an enemy which wants to destroy us. And it's a war which we cannot afford to lose, and it's a war in which you do not treat the enemy as a civilian criminal. You consider them as enemy combatants, consider them people who do not deserve Miranda get warnings. They do not deserve civilian trials. They deserve to be tried in military courts, and it's really disgraceful that we have an administration that actually believes that Ali and Sheikh Mohammed should get more rights in the courtroom than Navy SEALs for carrying out their job in Iraq. We also don't want a president of Congress who socialized 16–17% of our economy by taking over the healthcare system, which is destroying our economy with cap and trade bills, and now is trying to, in every way, through taxing, through spending, just, as Rahm Emanuel said, they want to take advantage of an opportunity. They want to take advantage of the fact that there were tough fiscal times, and they want to use that to impose their socialist view on America. So we have to stand together and fight hard, and not be afraid of our principles, not be apologizing either for our country, or for our party, or for the principles we believe in. And yes, we can take back Albany. We have to take back Albany at every level, in the state senate, the governor's office, the attorney general, the controller, and yes, we have to send United States senators to Washington. We have to make sure that we bring our government back to the American people. And I am so delighted that you're running strong candidates for Congress. Right now in New York, it's 27–2. I'm the only congressman between Montauk Point and Buffalo, and it gets lonely. I mean,